That's nice and warm. Céad Mille Fáilte, everyone. You can barely in the background see the fire I just showed you. I have just wrapped up my previous vlog and I thought, why not just start the next one instantaneously? I have a gap in between my tutoring students today, so I've just been busy packing away all 4 ducks, which is proving to be quite a task, especially when you are trying to do it on your own. I have tutoring today until 8:30. Sorry, I'm just trying, it would help if I actually did it the right way. I have tutoring today until 8:30, so I finished very late tonight, and it is so cold that I'm starting to feel my fingers and my toes ice up, which usually I'm not the type of person that has that happen to often. So I fear that today will probably have to be the first time in these cooler months for this year that I may have to turn the heater on. My next student won't be too long now, so I just wanted to update you all that it is absolutely freezing by Australian standards, of course, but my toes and fingers are so cold, and as someone who rarely ever gets cold feet or hands, that's usually my blessing. I do have, however, now cold toes and fingers, so I fear I may have to, for the first time in these cold months of this year, have to turn the heater on, which is shameful for Australia when you consider it's only autumn, it's not even winter yet. I'm just a sook. It's shameful for me, sorry, when you consider the fact that it's Australia. I'm just, I think losing my tolerance for the cold the older I get. Good morning, everyone. It is time to pray. I have just finished reading my book, and then I need to get ready and head off for a laser appointment, a grocery run, and that's about it in time to come back for work. This morning. Bum bum ba-dum. I can't sing, so I hope I'm not hurting anyone's ears. I also better turn that down because potentially YouTube might copyright that, understandably, so I may not even be able to put that segment in. However, good morning, everyone. Have I vlogged? Yes, I've vlogged this morning a few snippets. Happy Tuesday. I will get better eventually at remembering what day it is. I feel like that's an age thing, isn't it? Or is that ageist of me to say? I don't know. I feel like as you get older, the days just start to blend together, especially for me when you consider the fact that I work from home, and also hence why I'm mentioning age. I have this tendency lately, over the last year, actually maybe even 2 years, to just want to stay at home even on my days off. So I don't know, as I've gotten into my 30s, which is not a complaint, by the way, I absolutely love being in my 30s. I know a lot of people, especially online, complain about being in their 30s, but do you know what? Not here. I love being in my 30s. I think it is so refreshingly beautiful. It's almost, I would argue, powerful. Why? Because it's like your 20s, but with money, and with what I believe they call your frontal lobe being fully developed. So you don't feel as, I guess I'm just going to be blunt, as immature as you perhaps did in your 20s. Now that may not be everyone's experience, but it's definitely been mine. I feel like I didn't, really fall in love with myself, so to speak, until I was about 28, 29. And ever since then, the growth, the journey through self-love and self-healing has been beautiful. Anyway, I digress into a whole background build-up lecture. Anyway, into why I'm in such a good mood now. Anyway, I am currently on my way to the shops. I mentioned, I think, that I've got to do my groceries today, and I've got a laser appointment. So I'm going in to do that. It is a freezing. As you can see, I've got my new big jacket on. And also I want to go, don't judge me, shopping again, only briefly. Aside from groceries, I need to go and get myself some, why have I gone blank? Slippers. Now, not slippers per se. I don't mean your standard slippers. I already have those at home, but I mean work slippers. So I'm going to put a photo here of what I kind of have in mind. UGG, which is, I believe, an Australian brand. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong. They've got these sorts of things that they look like slippers, but they're not entirely slippers. Now, I do think they look a little bit ugly, but what's happening at home is I am freezing. My feet, wearing flats like the ones that I did yesterday with my work outfits, are making me positively frozen. My hands and feet are starting to feel the cold in ways that they never did when I was younger. We're all about age this morning. And so I would like to get a pair of shoes that are very warm, that are easy to slip on and off, purely because I'll need to be doing that when you consider I'm going in and out of the duck pen and the house. But that don't look strictly like slippers. So the ones that I have at home are very much slippers, and I don't want that big fluffy trim around the bordering of the shoe. I would really like it to look as little as like a slipper as is possible, whilst also feeling as warm and comfortable. So essentially, I'm just trying to look after myself. I want to wear comfortable shoes that also make me feel warm. So I would never wear these outside of the house. That's just me. I would put up with the cold outside of the house if I was going out to dinner or whatever. I really do feel like these would just be more fancy slippers. But that is what I would like to go get first. I would really like to just not feel as cold as I did yesterday in my feet at home. Anyway, and that's the luxury of working from home, right? You get to have slippers as an option at work, so to speak. Anyway, let's head off and do all that stuff, and maybe I'll show you some stuff in the shops, who knows. If not, I shall see you guys back at home, and even if I do, I will also still see you guys back at home. With every Christmas card, I know. Oh, actually, I never even explained why I'm playing Christmas carols. Sorry, I know I just kept filming. I never ended up explaining. Basically, I have one CD in my car, as I'm sure you're all aware. Like, most people just connect the music via Bluetooth now. They don't usually use CDs as much as before. However, I do still have one CD, which is Michael Bublé's Christmas album. And every now and again, when I turn my car on, it automatically goes to the Christmas songs. And seeing as it's cold in Australia at the moment, we're heading into winter, and also seeing as we are now halfway, almost, I'm getting ahead of myself, almost halfway through the year, that means we are halfway closer to Christmas. So I'm in my feels. I know they're ugly, but they'll do the job, right? Oh, I don't know if I could wear those. For some reason, I'm only able to find what I'm looking for in the color brown. I don't know if you can see properly. Oh, they're so ugly. Oh, I can't. And that is my laser appointment all done. That's the hello I get. When I run into my grandparents in the shops, they get cranky because someone's up their arse. In fairness, I just wanted to be cheeky. Right, back home, and now it is time to chop up some onion. I'm going to make a chicken soup for my grandparents for lunch and dinner today. It is a bit cold. It's actually nicer today than what it was yesterday, I think, but cold nonetheless. So I'm going to make them a nice soup to, as my grandmother would say, warm me bones. Okay, Granny is wearing one of those shirts that we got, the collared shirts in Kmart that time, where I bought like 3 different ones. She's wearing some cream pants, some brown and beige looking sneakers. And underneath we have a nice warm looking turtleneck. We've got, look at this very Chanel vibe, gold pearls stranded together. And show us your jewelry. We've got some gold accessories. Oh, merciful Jesus. How did you find a scrunchie that perfectly
I don't know where I got it.
matches?
Accidentally saw it in my drawer.
Honest to God, it perfectly matches your top. Very nice, Granny. Would you look at that? A wonderful pot of chicken soup. I have some chicken, obviously, and some carrots, potatoes, onion and celery, and of course I've got my own stock and flavoring in there. So this looks and smells great. And now that the cooking is all done, I've prepared lunch and dinner for my family. I have come downstairs and as you can see, I have changed my outfit. I was wearing that jacket earlier with the same tank top, but I was wearing jeans and boots. Now, aside from the fact that it's a bit of a casual outfit for work, which I don't like to dress too casually for work, it is also too warm. So this morning when I left the house, it was freezing. And now in typical Australian fashion, it has warmed up a lot. So I have changed my outfit. I am wearing my cream work pants with this cardigan, which you may have never seen before. So remember how in, I don't know how many vlogs ago, I mentioned how Kmart is one of my favorite shops for a good bargain. Well, I was there today looking for those slippers, work shoes I'm after at the moment, and they had a sale for these cardigans from $40 down to $20. So I am very happy I got it. I've added to my cardigan pile that I needed to get for myself this year. I really shouldn't get any more. It's a nice sort of, the color is quite true on camera. It's a nice sort of burgundy purpley kind of color. It's a lovely feel. It's nice and thick, so over a tank top it's quite a nice balance for the weather today. Wearing my new Sketcher flats. I've got my satin bow in my hair today. I hope you saw that. Seeing as it's a lot warmer, I feel like the velvet doesn't really go with the warm weather. Remember I said I feel velvet is more of a winter vibe. And I've just got my usual, like some of my usual gold accessories that I wear all the time. But I came home, remember I said I ordered a whole bunch of turtlenecks? Well, excuse the noise, have come home to do a little unboxing for you guys, because, well, unbagging, because the postman delivered. So let's open the first one. Yay! Do you know how hard I find it to shop for navy? Oh, brilliant. So basically what I'm going to show you is a whole bunch of turtlenecks that are just like that pink one I recently got, where they've got that ribbed, soft ribbed material. So obviously everything will need to be ironed. It's going to look very creased, but this is the first one I have in navy. And then this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. Oh, this is the most beautiful shade. Shade of green. Oh, I love this. Yay, I'm finally not going to feel the cold as much. I've been so cold the last couple of winters, and I realized I wasn't dressing appropriately. I was wearing, you know, maybe a t-shirt and a jumper on top and forgetting that I needed something thick and tight against my body to trap the heat. And I was constantly feeling like I was relying on the heater, which is really expensive, and so not an option all the time. So this year I am going to definitely rug up. Now, I know I got a black one the other day, or the other week rather, that I linked from Amazon. And although I love it, it's not a fitted one. I was wearing it yesterday. I'll probably be wearing it again tomorrow. But it's more of a loose fit. Not too loose, but loose nonetheless. So I decided to get one in black as well, so that when I need a fitted turtleneck vibe, I have that option. And also this one is nice and ribbed, so it has a slight difference. Any justification will do. And finally, I also got a beautiful white one. I don't wear white enough, and I feel like, aside from the fact that being a teacher, I'm scared to get it dirty, but also I'm just so drawn to dark colors like green and black that I tend to stay clear from these lighter colors. But I'm realizing, especially in the wintertime, in the colder months anyway, it's nice to brighten up your outfit. So my grandmother has been telling me that for years. So I'm glad I'm finally realizing for myself. So I decided to get a lighter colored turtleneck as well. I cannot tell you how soft these are. Also, I ordered, I think 5 this morning, again, not for me. I know I do enjoy a bit of shopping, but not that much. My grandmother loved the pink one that I had on, and I told her that they were quite a good price, and that I also ordered another 4, which conveniently showed up today. And so she decided to get 5 herself in some of the staple colors similar to myself. Not exactly the same, but similar. So that's nice. My grandmother and I can have some fashion inspiration for each other. Lastly, before I head off to do some lesson planning before work, I wanted to update you on my shoe shopping business. So I am adamant. I'm lucky that today is a warmer day, so I've got some flats on, but I am adamant that as much as I love fashion, as much as I love style and I love getting dressed up, I never want to compromise on comfort at the same time and practicality. So I need to be warm. I am past that point of wearing shoes like massive high heels and, you know, sandals in the middle of a cold day in order to make my outfit look good. So I really do need to find a pair of shoes that at home will keep me warm and are not going to hurt at the same time. So I went around, I looked, and I tried to find a pair of slippers that didn't look exactly like slippers that would be appropriate. And like I mentioned, I can get away with it because I'm working from home. So it's not going to look too odd. It's not like I'm walking into a school, into my classroom and looking like I forgot to put on my shoes before I left home. So anyway, I went looking in several different places, and for the most part, they're either genuinely slippers or look too much like slippers, or they are really expensive. So I was looking at some UGG slippers. Now, they are marketed as being for outdoors. They're not strictly slippers. The ones, I'll put a photo here, the ones that I'm referencing. And now I appreciate that they are not that aesthetic. However, seeing as they were meant for outdoors as well, plus being really warm, I thought they would do the job. And like I said, I'd get away with it at home. But it's definitely not something I am willing to spend over $100. Dependent upon where you get it from, it can be as much as $180. So that is absolutely ridiculous. I would genuinely rather just wear slippers and save my money. However, Musa, I was telling Musa when I was at the shops, I called him and I said to him, I really can't justify this. I don't know what to do. The ones in Skechers, by the way, which were the first ones that I tried on, they were $89, so much better. And I am actually tempted to get them purely because they have an orthopedic sole. So that means it would be really good for my back. But I do think they are incredibly ugly. So I'm not sure if I would be getting them. So Musa, when I rung him, I told him basically everything I've just told you guys, and he suggested to just have a look online. Now, I am coming around, as you have just seen, to the world of online shopping, but I still am quite hesitant. I still find it a little bit tiresome and a little bit, untrustworthy. So if I can find something that I could try on first, I would much rather. If not, and he is right, I did have a brief look online, it is much cheaper. So if not, I will then get something online, but I will update you, of course, when I get it. Anyway, I feel like this vlog and the last vlog has just been a rather materialistic one, unfortunately. I love shopping. I have no shame in admitting it, but I feel like that's what I've been showing you guys in the last 2 videos. A lot of shopping. So I need to now go and work on the thing that funds my shopping habits, work, and I will talk to you guys soon. I just realized I print double of everything. I'm lesson planning for my students, and I've just realized I printed double of everything. Anyway, I'm just, like I said, lesson planning, but I actually have students in 10 minutes. So I'm wrapping up my lesson planning rather. But do you ever have those days where, what a silly question, we all have those days, where you just don't want to work? And I honestly wish that right now, money was no object. That way I could just call in sick to myself, and I really shouldn't complain when I'm self-employed, but I just want, I don't know, I think I'm not sad or anything, I'm just run down and I feel like I just want to relax. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Breakfast. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am currently doing my morning read before I do my morning prayer, and I just wanted to share, I didn't catch it in time, but I am listening through the walls to my grandparents wishing my auntie a happy birthday, and I can just hear them singing, and it was just the most beautiful sound. I don't know why I felt emotional. All of a sudden I just realized, like, these are the sorts of things that I will always remember every time it's someone's birthday in our family, rather than them just texting them to wish them a happy birthday. They always ring, and when the person answers, they don't just simply say happy birthday, they sing happy birthday to them. And my grandfather, contrary to his acceptance, actually has quite a beautiful singing voice, and my grandmother too for that matter, but together they sound beautiful. And would you look at that? I'm telling you, this dwarf tree is working so hard. I just, as you saw not too long ago, took, I think it was about four lemons off of this dwarf tree, and now there are, whoops, I nearly fell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and decent sized ones too. 7 lemons. Sorry for the poor camera quality with more of the movement, but that is amazing. Time for my yogurt and fruit bowl, and I sprinkle it with some poppy seeds, as you can see on the top. And this is my outfit for today. I have finally put together a proper outfit for this beautiful jacket. I got those turtlenecks in the mail yesterday, so I'm wearing the green one today to help bring out the green, although a different shade, the green in this jacket. It is another beautiful warm day for autumn, so eventually during the day as we progress, it will warm up and the jacket will have to come off. I've paired it with my mum jeans. I appreciate this mirror needs to be cleaned. I don't really feel like any other jeans I'm wearing today, any other pants rather, I could wear today that would go with this, so I had to put the mum jeans on. I did try it with my work pants from yesterday. I didn't vibe with this, and I've got some work boots on, but as you probably, or maybe you didn't, but my grandmother just called me in the background because we are now going to head to the shops. Remember those shoes I'm looking for? I'm hoping that if I try a different shopping centre, I'll be able to get them. And she also needs to go buy a birthday cake because today is my auntie's birthday. So, let's go! You can barely see, Granny. So like I mentioned, we are currently on our way to the shops. No, we do not have a problem. But genuinely, Granny does actually need to get a cake for my auntie's birthday. But my feet are frozen, so I'm hoping that today I can find some nice warm shoes for work. Even if they don't perfectly match everything, as long as they're like in a neutral color like black, which won't stand out and keeps me warm, that's all I care about. Smaller color. Oh yeah, remember this coat that I bought the other day that I've been showing you guys? Granny really likes it, so she's trying to see if she can get one for herself, and she's noticed they have something similar in grey. Show us, Granny. Very nice. I love the collar on these. Yeah. I think it looks good. I definitely prefer this one to the grey. 110%. Yeah. I'm just not a huge fan of grey. I never have been. I don't know what it is.
You're liking it, that one or...
The other looked nice too, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think the color on this is just so much nicer. It's a lot more
I reckon
striking.
I should have a larger size.
No, I don't think so. But maybe you go see what you think in the mirror. I think I have found kind of what I'm looking for. This is pretty much what I have been suggesting, like little flats that are furry inside and have a back on it so they don't look exactly like slippers. I know this contradicts what I just said. These have an open back, but these to me look a lot less like slippers. So I think I really like these. Oh no, Granny prefers the left, but I think I prefer the right.
It's very beaten up.
Which ones?
Not right.
I know, but I don't really know how much I've... Oh, geez, I'm not sure. And there's a brown. And Granny really likes the brown too. I'm tempted. At least I know my feet will be warm. I will definitely be cleaning this mirror at some stage today. However, we are back home and I want to update you before I fall backwards. I got the shoes. I'll show you as soon as I put them on. But my granny and I were tossing back and forth for ages. She really liked the fully enclosed ones. She liked a brown pair I tried on. Anyway, I'll show you what I got. Ta-da! And if you look, they've got quite a thick sole on them. So they are genuinely not slippers. They are meant to be just open back slides, and for the sake of the fact that they are UGG, they line them. So UGG is a brand known for their soft furry insides of their shoes. So I've decided that this would be great for winter, and even worst case scenario, if the back of my foot gets too cold, I can always just put little socks on. So take off my boots. Ha ha. And there we go. Look at that. Actually, I should probably take the sock off. It might look a little bit better. Aha. I need to clean this mirror. Okay. There we go. Look. Look. Don't mind my little Mozzie Bite scabs, but the look at my bad filming. Look nice and warm. Yes. I think this will be okay. See, it doesn't look that bad. This was the look I was going for. I wanted something that wasn't going to make me feel like I was genuinely wearing slippers whilst being warm and comfortable at home. And even better in terms of this deal. See, that goes. Actually, it's not bad at all. Yay! And because of the fact that these were the last pair in my size, which meant they were the display pair, doesn't necessarily mean that, but that was the case. She gave me a discount, so that was really nice. And also, I didn't tell you guys, in terms of my jewelry, I've got some, whoops, there we go, it's fallen. I've got my green and gold accessories on today. I love these earrings so much. Anyway, that is your update. I've got me shoes. I need to clean this mirror. I'm so sorry you had to see that. But first, I need to have lunch. I am starving. Well, that was a lovely lunch. I'm very happy I came home and ate, because my grandmother was suggesting that we have lunch out, and it's always very tempting. But the thing is, with my problems being sensitive to ultra-processed foods, it can be quite a nightmare. So I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to risk it. We're done shopping. Let's just go home and eat. And I'm very happy that I did. So I had my lunch. I am now sitting down in front of my laptop. I am about to edit this next vlog for you guys before I then have a whole bunch of students. I have the busiest day of tutoring for the week today. It's insane how many come today. I don't finish till about 9 o'clock tonight. So talk about late for teaching. Anyway, I was going to say, I know I had something else. See this little white box here? If anybody has seen this corner being vlogged from before, you'll know that that white box was never there. So basically, the next phase in our Wi-Fi installment in our house went in today, which is really good. So apparently there's like a 3-part process to installing it. I'm pretty sure when we had Wi-Fi installed at my mum's house, I don't remember. It was just so sickening to say that. I'm so sorry. I felt really awkward saying that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I awkwardly digress. I'm pretty sure it was a 1-day job. However, maybe because we live out in the middle of nowhere, it takes longer. I'm not sure, but Today he came and he installed this box, which means we have one thing left and then our Wi-Fi is good to go. Even though we're already using Wi-Fi, it's just apparently we need a couple more things to make it perfect, up to speed. Anyway, I'm going to go edit this vlog and head off to work. Look, what's this? Look who came to visit Auntie. Look, hello. Hi. We can say hi. Hi. Everything's so interesting, huh? All the colors. Yeah. Everything is so interesting. Oh, Bubsies. Oh, okay. All right. My first student of the day is my niece.
I'm not your niece.
You are my niece, Baba. Do you know what a niece is?
No.
That means you're my sister's daughter. And your mum is my sister. That's why I'm your auntie. What's my name?
Auntie B.
Auntie V. Good girl. All right, Baba, show me. It's all right, keep going. Good, you're learning your 5-finger exercises. Pull your hand back a little bit, Baba.
Okay.
Pull your hand back, make it nice and good, nice and curled. There we go, keep going. Relax. Keep going. Oh, one key at a time. We'll get there. We'll get there. Good start, Baba. Good start. I nearly forgot again, so excuse the lighting, but here is Granny's outfit. She has an all denim look today, and actually the inside of her jacket matches all the white vibe that we've got going on everywhere else. So that's nice. Do you know I saw a jacket like that in Gonda today, actually?
Hey, do you know the green jumper we were looking for?
Yeah, in the shops.
I mentioned it to Gillian.
Yeah.
She said, yes, in David Jones.
The only place in the Jesus after
Yeah, we
every.
didn't go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she said it's just down from where we were.
Great. Well, let me finish this first. So you're wearing, what are you wearing? You've got some white jewelry to match with some blue earrings and a white scrunchie. Lovely. Okay, now we can continue this conversation off camera.
Ready to sing a little jingle bells?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. The sun is shining, but it is still quite cold. I am wearing the same thing as yesterday. I haven't shown you yet. I think the only thing I've changed is my pendant and my bottoms. I am wearing a pair of trackies instead of jeans. If younger me knew I left the house in trackies, she would be mortified. I, prior to COVID, was that person that detested leaving the house in trackies. And then COVID relaxed me so much that I ended up hating being in jeans. And anyway, like I've been mentioning a lot in this vlog, it's so cold for me. I don't handle it as well as I used to, that I need trackies now. Rest assured, I am not going anywhere fancy. I am heading off to my grandmother's this morning, to Tete's, my Arab grandmother. We are having breakfast together this morning, and we will have, I think, nothing fancy this morning. I think we'll just have, I'll show you nonetheless. We'll have a nice little bit of eggs and bread. I'd say toast, but we don't do toast in Middle Eastern culture. We do leb bread. If we do anything in particular with our bread, it would be manouche, so like our Middle Eastern pizzas. And then it's time after that to head back for a day of work, but I have some sad news to report. Today, Musa is heading back to Melbourne to see his family, for it is quite bright. Hang on, I'll put that up and I'll put my sunnies on so you can still hopefully see. He is heading back to Melbourne for some time to catch up with his family, which I can't be selfish and complain. He spends majority of his time in Sydney, if not almost all his time now in Sydney. So I really don't get to complain. His poor family never see him that often anymore. So I can't help but be sad, because obviously I want him to be closer to me in Sydney, but I understand that family does come first, and of course you need to see your family. So tonight when I finish work, I will have to take Musa to the bus. He's catching the bus again. I don't know how he does it. I would never be able to catch an overnight bus. I could not think of anything worse. I'm such a sook, but he loves it. He loves the nostalgia, so he wants to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to report. My hands are freezing. That's the other thing. It's only like 8:30 in the morning and my hands are frozen. But I am happy to report, however, that I am meant to be at theatres at 9 a.m. and I have left very early. I've left half an hour early and I only need about 20 minutes to get there. So unlike last time or a couple times ago where I told you guys I was running late, I will now be more than early. And then when I get there, she'll tell me, you are not Arab. You are on time, yeah. Now, how is this? This is not my granddaughter. Although I do really enjoy punctuality. That's one thing that, although I'm not the best at it, I definitely enjoy it. I have arrived. Lovely breakfast. Dada's made me some eggs. My cup of tea. I love it. Look how nice and fancy that little sugar pot in the back looks. Remember what I said about the bread? We do let bread, not toast. Fruit for after. Some salad, of course. We can't have anything without salad. And some sides. Dada, is this labne?
Yeah.
Okay. Why does it look a little bit different? Wow. I don't know. Some cheese, jibne, shanklish. I don't usually have this at home. Her teacup. Lovely. Thanks, Data.
You're welcome, Kavita. I know you don't like all that.
Oh. Hello, I am back home. I have changed from my trackies. I'm trying to, professionalize myself up a little bit, ready for work. I have taken my jacket off as well because it is very warm. My pants. I took my trackies off. I tried on these pants. Some loose black pants are just too cold though. Although too warm for a jacket, it is not warm enough for loose satiny pants. So these are rather warm and appropriate for work. So I finally unstitched the pockets, actually, truth be told. It only took me a year of owning them. And the pants, I've always known, but I've remembered now that I've pulled them out for the first time in a while, that they are actually too loose around the waist. So this is them actually like buttoned across. It gapes at the back here and it gapes at the front. Even when they're buttoned up, it's still very flimsy. Don't ask me how on earth, I never thought of this before, but there are 4 buttons and I've realized now that if I remove these 2 and put them over here and then just clasp it across, it will solve my problem. So that is what I am now going to do. I'm going to have a little impromptu sewing session when I really should be editing this video, but hopefully it's just 2 buttons. It won't take me too long. And then that will mean I finally have my black pants for work again. Trackies are back on. I have my sewing kit. I'm going to do it in the sunshine here. I should probably be sitting at my grandmother's sewing table that I have shown you guys in the past, but the sunshine coming in here is really nice. So I cannot avoid it. I was about to unpick the button instead of just cutting off the thread. I can't think. Instead of cutting off the thread. All right, so I want to take these 2 and put them there. All right. Whoop. Better make sure that I'm not actually cutting the material. These aren't very fine, small scissors. Oh, there we go. All right, 2 buttons off. I'll move them over and I will show you when they are done. Okay, now 2 updates. 1, I have finally cleaned the mirror. Hallelujah. Second update, my pants are done now. It probably looks a bit dodgy because of the simple fact that I've had to pull it over more than what was allowed for in the original design. It's fine, at least I don't have to pay $40 for a seamstress to alter the entire waistband. And I don't have to spend any money on getting a new pair, which means I am now dressed for work. I now have a warm pair of work pants rather than I'm pretty sure I've vlogged before when I've worn my satin long loose black pants, which I don't even like anymore because they are so long and gapey. I feel like they look like black clown pants because they are so large. I might definitely get those tailored. Maybe I'll try and do it myself. We'll see. But for now, this is today's outfit. I'm not wearing the jacket from earlier. I mentioned it's too hot for that, but a cardigan will suffice with my black tights / pants. They're not tights, they are fitted pants that I've just stitched with my normal black Sketcher flats. It's not cold enough to want to wear those black slippers that you can see in the background. I actually asked everyone on Instagram this morning what they thought. I put up a poll and I asked them if they thought the shoes looked too much like slippers. I've bought them now, so regardless, I will wear them. I'm not going to waste them, of course. But a lot of people, I think it's like over 90% have agreed that they look too much like slippers to be worn for work. However, it's too late. I have paired it with this hair scarf, although it doesn't perfectly match. There are the green and burgundy tones in this hair scarf, like the green and burgundy hair. So it'll have to do for now. I am in the market, let's make it sound professional, for a real green hair scarf, like the emerald green shade that I wear a lot. But until then, that is the look for today with my gold accessories. I have my green emerald, they're not real emeralds, but they are green emerald looking earrings, my hoops and studs, me map of Palestine, and some gold rings, and a gold anklet, which you can barely see. Anyway, now it is time for some lunch before I then go and edit this video, before I then have a bunch of students for today. I was in the middle of having a cup of soup, as you can see the cup there, and Granny reminded me I haven't shown you guys her outfit today. So before I scoot off to take Musa to the bus, this is Granny's outfit. I like this jumper, it's very nice. It's got a lot of, what do we have? Pearls and little diamantes, yeah. Oh, and look, there's even in the middle here little pearls. Yeah. Oh, lovely. So Granny's wearing, yeah. Nice big jumper. I love those big collars. Blue jeans, white sneakers. What jewelry do we have? Oh, and look, Granny cut herself a fringe. Tell everybody how you did that.
With the nail scissors.
She was in the car and she had some spare time and she thought, why not? Grabbed some hair and just went, bloop. All right, jewelry. We've got a pearl and a of course we do. We have a necklace that is specifically pearls and diamantes to match the pearls and diamantes. Love it. Earrings, some beautiful pearls and diamantes. Very good. And of course, a white scrunchie. Very nice, Granny. I love it. And the hair suits you very well.
Thank you.
Granny. Granny's pretending to cry because we're about to take Musa. Look at her. Go. Jesus. Look at what you're doing to my family.
What can I say? I have that effect.
I want my Musa.
I know the lighting is very bad, but I can't drive with that light on. Sorry, I have to turn it off. But I have just said ciao to Musa for the next week. I'm gonna cry. Hang on, I have to say bye. Wait. Oh, I had to beep, and I know everyone can hear everyone else, but I had to beep. Anyway, I'm really sad. Oh, it's so hard. I just wish we all lived near the same, in the same city or near the same suburbs, near the same city. I can't talk right now. But yeah, anyway, Musa is on the bus now. He will be heading home, I think in about 11 minutes they'll be leaving. And inshallah I'll see him in a week. But until then, I just have to soldier on. I don't understand how it can feel so much harder Now, I got so used to it. Anyway, I don't want to repeat the same thing again as I did last time, but I genuinely got so used to, and the camera just tilted, so used to being able to manage this. But anyway, let's go home. And now, this is your segue back to, wait, oh, rewind. This is a segue, your segue, I guess, but a segue. No, I'm an English teacher. It's the segue because it's definitive. The segue back home. What is wrong with me? Anyway, I am just a little bit mentally all over the shop. I guess like you could argue what's new. As you can see, I am a cold. I have come home and I've actually gone back upstairs, had some more soup for dinner. I had soup. You saw I cooked the soup the other day. I had some more soup for dinner tonight when I came back, and I sat with my grandparents for a little bit. I have just finished editing this vlog, but I wanted to officially wrap it up, so I thought I'd quickly make another video now and say officially good night, because it is nighttime here at the moment. This will be posted tomorrow morning, but it is nighttime here at the moment, and I think by the time this goes live tomorrow morning, for majority of you watching, it will be nighttime abroad. So I hope I finished every sentence I just started, because I have a tendency not to do that. I'm going to wrap this up here. I shall see you all in the next vlog. I've made myself hot chocolate as I'm wrapped up in me, what you call this? Wrapped up in my, why have I gone blank? My robe. As if I couldn't think of my robe. Anyway, enough is enough. This vlog definitely needs to end here. Good night, everyone. Much love. And I shall see you all in the next vlog. God bless.